What an exciting time to be alive for first time writers, for aspiring writers, for people who really want to express themselves in writing. Not because of the pandemic and because we're locked down and probably have more time at our disposal as we normally will have, but also because of the juicy content, the juicy experience of the pandemic that we could possibly write about. Welcome to lesson 2 of our online coaching, Express Yourself in Writing. My name is Beatrice Achaleke. I am your coach. I am the author of 22 books, 11 of which are currently being used in schools in South Africa, the founder of the GloBUNTU Mindshift system, and the publisher of GloBUNTU books. I don't know how you're feeling, but I am extremely excited to have you in lesson 2. I hope that you had time to go through lesson 1, and I'm so happy that you are having some positive results in lesson 1. In lesson 1, I gave you the timetable, what we are doing in the next 14 days. And I also gave you affirmations because in this concept, we will be working a whole lot with affirmations. And I'll tell you why just in a bit. So I gave you your first affirmation. I hope you're using it and that it's helping you. And then I gave you a 24 hours master plan template, the 24 hours master plan template. If you use those two, the affirmations and the 24 hours master plan template, you will be good to go. It may be unfamiliar in the beginning, but once you get it, you are good to go, because that is part of my blueprint formula that I have used to write 22 books in less than 9 years. Okay, so what do I have in store for you in this lesson 2? In lesson 2, I have 3 key things for you. Number 1 is that I will be giving you the GloBUNTU Mindshift blueprint for first-time writers or for writers. It is something that I have developed and refined over the years and which is really, really working for me. And I have no doubts that it will work for you if you apply it. So number 2, I will be giving you my GloBUNTU books standard template. For every writer, structuring your book can be quite a problem. And I know people have those challenges. So I will be giving you my GloBUNTU books blueprint master template that should really, really, really get you writing in a very exciting way. And number 3, I will be giving you my commitment, what I commit to do during this time that we are working together, and what I will expect from you. We want to see results. So I do have a commitment to make. And based on that commitment, I need you to make a commitment that will lead us to visible results at the end of our 14 days online coaching. Okay, so if you're ready to go, I am. Let me start with a short story. In the last 1 month, I have been really struggling with my website. If you have gone to GloBUNTU Books during that time, you would have noticed that the website was almost always under construction. It was not live. And I was really, really very embarrassed because I had put out some free books as resources to support parents and teachers during this COVID-19 pandemic. So I could not really get the website online. I had 3 web designers who did not deliver exactly what I wanted. And out of my frustration, I had to keep the website down. And when the last person disappointed me, the last person that was supposed to do the website, I was not really very sure what to do. I knew I could not quit, but I also knew one thing, that I needed to shift my mind. I needed to shift my mind from always wanting someone to do it to actually learning how to do it by myself, because that liberates me. It's a system, it's a skill that when I acquire, it liberates me forever. It required of me that I reschedule my agenda and create more time to build my website. And building the website from the first time, if you've ever done it, it's challenging. It's just like writing a book from the first time. You have a lot of self-doubt. Am I going to do it properly? Am I going to be able to do it the way I want? Do I have the skills? How long is it going to take me? Oh my goodness, I'm not doing it right. And no, this is not the way it is. There are typos inside. No, this structure is not the what I want. So what is it going to look like? What are people going to say when they come to my website? So I had all of those doubts. And all of this could have been a good reason for me to go looking for another person to do the website after the 3 people have disappointed. But I decided to move on just to show you how the GloBUNTU mind shift system works, the concept that I'm going to present to you. So I shifted my mind from, I've never done it, I can't really do it, to you will learn how to do it. You can learn how to do it. You are doing it. So I got into doing it. It took me one day. I got coaching from a young lady, very competent. I'm very, very grateful for her. Kotsi, thank you very much for helping me with those hours. So the website was rearranged and I got to work. That was about 1 o'clock when I started with the website. It took me up until 2 o'clock in the morning and I went online. I went live with my website online. And I can't begin to tell you how overwhelming that feeling was. I was like shouting at myself, celebrating myself. I was jubilating. I was literally out of myself past midnight on my laptop, seeing how my website went live. I could see some of the pages that I've been wondering, where are they linked? How do you link the footer? How do you arrange the menu line? How do you fill in content? How do you build pictures and text? I did all of that. So if you want to test me, go on my website. It is still under construction, but we are live online. And the most important thing is I did it. Meaning from now onward, I can build my website by myself. So I thank all those people who did not do it the way I wanted to do, because they forced me to learn the skill to do it. And that skill is forever in me. No one can take it away from me. Okay, so that was my story. Now let me come back to you. What is your story now? You had lesson 1 of our online coaching 2 days ago. And the question is, what have you been doing with it? How far have you come? What are some of the challenges that you face? And how did you overcome them? How do you feel? What is the feeling? I know some of you have given me very positive feedback. You finally started writing, and I celebrate you for that. Keep on writing, keep on writing. What I want to advise you to do is not to quit. It is always too early to quit. It is always too early to quit. And quitters never win, winners never quit. Things become very challenging for you. I want you to understand that breakthrough never comes in your comfort zone. Breakthrough is outside of your comfort zone. And it is very uncomfortable to get out of your comfort zone. But until you move out of that space into the wildness, until you move out into the unknown, will you be able to experience personal growth? Will you be able to learn something new? Will you be able to achieve something that will make you really, really happy, like writing your book? Okay, let me keep the talking short. So now let's get into lesson 2. I promised you that I was going to give you the GloBUNTU blueprint formula. That formula is very simple. It's really, really very simple if you take time to understand it. The formula is T plus D equal B. T plus D equal B. In other words, it means think plus do equal be. If you want to become a writer, you're thinking about becoming a writer, you have to get down to writing. And when you write, you become a writer or an author. Does that make sense? So let me go back to my example. I was thinking about the fact that I need a website and that I needed someone to do the website. And I had to shift my mind from, okay, I will have to learn how to do this website by myself. So the thought of shifting from, I need a website, someone can do it for me, into, I will do the website because I really, really need it. So what did I do as next? I started doing it. And along the line, I encountered a lot of challenges, a lot of learning curves, a lot of situations that were not familiar to me. So what did I do? I kept on doing. I asked for advice. I asked for help. And when the help came, I took it. I worked together with Kotsi, and she got me to the point where I felt like I could do the website. And so I got her to stand. I told her, would you stand by in case I need you? So, but the thing is, I did not go back to her. I did not need her. I had to go do my own research. I did a lot of research. So I constantly took action. I took action to go on the website. I took action to ask for advice. I took action to do research. And I took action to actually build the website. So the end result is the website. That is the B. Okay. So now let's come back to you. If you think about expressing yourself in writing, you think about writing a book, you think about becoming an author, the next thing you have to do is you have to write. Write. Let me tell you this. If you speak to all the best-selling authors in the world, they will all tell you the same story if they are honest. They will tell you that they didn't do it right in the first place. They will tell you how many pieces of papers they wrote and threw away. They will tell you how much they had to go back and forth. They will tell you how much they doubted in themselves. They will tell you how difficult it was to even write the first sentence. But they continued to do it. They did not quit. Because if they quit, they would not be bestsellers. If they quit, they wouldn't have been authors. If I quit from my very first challenge, I will not have written 22 books. And I will not be here trying to coach you to write your own book. You see what I'm trying to say? So the GloBUNTU blueprint concept is very, very simple. You start by thinking. Let me give another example. So in the morning, you're in your bed. The first thing you do is, I need to wake up. Whether you like it or not, I need to wake up. So when you have that thought, I need to wake up, what is it that you do next? You actually wake up, whether you like it or not, whether you're happy to wake up or not. You wake up. And then the next thought is, I need to go to the bathroom. So what do? You take action by going to the bathroom. You say, I need to brush my teeth. The next thing is you take action to brush your teeth. I am hungry. It starts with a thought, I am hungry. So the next action you take is get yourself something to eat. And when you eat, you are satisfied. You're no longer hungry. So this is what it is all about. What I'm trying to tell you is it is all in your thoughts. Your thoughts become your reality. You may have heard that. In the beginning, I didn't really understand. But after having studied this concept and having worked on it and used it on myself, I now know what is in my mind influences what I do. If my mind is filled with, I can't write a book, who is going to read my book? I don't know how to structure my book. I don't have the support that I need. I don't know whether people will read my book. I fear that I will be judged. I'm not sure if I will write a good book. If your mind is full of all the negative things that you don't want to be, then you will produce those things. Your actions will go there. The actions will be not writing. The actions will be giving up when the first challenge comes. The action will be resigning completely. The action will be losing completely self-confidence. I am an upcoming author. When a challenge comes like, who is going to read my book? You tell yourself, I'm going to be my first reader. That's it. I'm writing for me first. And when the challenge comes, what if people judge me by what I write? Hey, that's your truth. And until you tell your truth, no one will know it. Someone will always judge you. When you go on YouTube, for example, you see videos, you see thousands of people are liking it. You will always see someone who doesn't like it. You know, you always see that thumbs down. There will always be someone who doesn't like it. And if you want to write a book for everyone to read it and to love it, you're doomed for failure. Write a book that you love to read. Write your truth. And in that truth, you will find people who will read it because it comes through in the way you write. Whether you're writing from a place of self-confidence, you're writing from a place of truth, you're writing from a place of self-assurance, you're writing from a place of self-esteem. It flows in your words, in the structure of your writing, and in the way you build your sentences. Okay. So again, this blueprint concept is so simple. You think, you do, and you become. You start by thinking that you want to become an author. Then you get down to doing it. This is writing, this is doing research, this is asking questions, this is writing and throwing away and starting all over again. All of this is doing. As long as you are in the action flow, as long as you continue to take action towards what you want to do or who you want to become, you will get there. It may take longer than you thought. It may take shorter. But until you take action, you will never get there. And before you even take action, you have to first tune your mind in. Tune your mind into the positive space of what is it that you want to do. If you stay in a negative space again, you may end up not doing it, or you may do it wrongly. I'm really, really advising you to affirm yourself to what is it that you want to be, to you, the best version of you. Tell yourself you're going to be the best author that you can be, okay? If you're not comfortable saying you're going to be the best author, say you are going to be the best author that you can produce now. And you're going to write in your truth. You're going to use all your competencies, all your expertise, all your know-how. You will explore it and you will let it flow into your first masterpiece. And you're going to give yourself first before you give your reader the best of you now, with what you have now. Does that make sense to you? So you are going to be your first reader, and your second reader is going to be your editor before you get into the world. So if you write and you think you're not comfortable, you have different sets of editors. You have developmental editors, you have editors, you have proofreaders. Okay, you can use all those set of editors to read your book. The best way to test whether your book is good is read it out loud. Read it out loud to yourself, or read it out loud to your children if you're not confident about reading it to someone, to an adult. Read it to your children. Children have a very authentic way of giving us feedback. They don't pretend. So when you start writing, you read it out to your children, read it out to a child or to anyone around you that you trust who can give you honest feedback. Okay, so the concept is think plus do equal be. Think like an author, write like an author, and become an author. Okay, simple. That's what it is. There is no magic in it. There is no arithmetic in it. There is no going to space for it. That's all it is. Think plus do equal be. That is the concept. That's my blueprint. It works. Now, I was going to give you a template. The template that I'm going to add into this lesson is a template that I use very often. And I'm going to give you a piece of advice at this point. When you get the template, I'm going to send it to you in a doc format. When you get a template, save it in 2 or 3 different documents, okay? Let one of the template be your playground. You can always write there, you can make all the changes and it doesn't shift, because a template is very sensitive. When you put stuff inside and you shift it back and forth, you may completely change the structure of your book, and it may really take you time to reformat your book. The advantage of writing in a template is that it is already really structured like a book. And towards the end, you don't have to put in more work in designing the book. When you're writing, it really helps you to see through from the beginning, from the cover page, right down to the back cover page, okay? So from the front cover page, right down to the back cover page, you have all the templates built in. It is pre-formatted for you. So I hope this will really, really help you to jumpstart and write with fun, write with confidence, and write with reassurance. I hope it will help you to overcome some of the challenges that you have and some of the questions that you may have inside of you. The template will really take away your fear and restore your confidence and restore your the creative genius that you are. It will really help you to do that. Now, number 3 is my commitment to you. My commitment is that I am going to be sending you all the lessons that I promise. Every second day, I'll have them ready for you. I am here to answer all your questions that you may have. And I need you to hang in, to stay on board until the 14 days are over. I don't want you to quit. No, I don't want you to quit. I don't like to have someone to quit this program. If things really get tough and you think like I'm not coming along, I'm here. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, I will be very happy to assist you where I can. I know the challenges that you may have because I have been there. The advantage that you have over me is that I did not have someone like you have me now to coach you. And your absolute bonus is that I have acquired all this knowledge along the way in a very hard way, but I have it ready for you. So you don't have to go the way that I went. You know, you don't have to make some of the mistakes that I made to get where I am. So you have me. Utilize the time that we have together as much as you can so you can really get started. And by the time that we finish, you have built your self-confidence, and you're writing what you really want to write. Okay, so those are my 3 commitments to you. I am here for you. Utilize my expertise and my resources and my time as much as you can during these 2 weeks. Don't quit. I don't want you to quit. And I'm going to provide you with all the contents that I promised within this 14 days that we have together. So it is up to you to utilize them. If you don't write your book, no one will write it for you. You may have all the contents that I'm giving you, but if you don't take action, they will not write a book. There will not be a book at the end. And I really want to be one of the first people to see your book. If I got you into this program, it is because I really trust in you. I have confidence in you. I know that there is a writer in you that you want to bring out. My job is to be your midwife. I'm here to aid you to birth that book that is in you. So please utilize that as much as you can. Now, your commitment to me, or my expectation, is that you stay on the program, that you do your assignments, that you write and write and write and write no matter what. Keep writing, and that you ask me all the questions that you want to ask. You see, it's the same thing that I'm saying all over again, but I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. I wish you lots of success for this second lesson. Have fun writing. Put self-doubt out of your window. I wish for you to unfriend self-doubt, insecurity, low self-esteem. I wish for you to unfriend immediately, ban it away from your mind. Ban away, don't even have them in your neighborhood. Put them all away. And I wish for you to befriend assertiveness, self-confidence, self-esteem, self-trust, self-love, and the belief that you are an upcoming author. Okay? With all of that, I hope you're ready to go. I know you're ready to go. And I'll see you in lesson 3. Have fun, and may the creative juices in you flow endlessly.